You're sitting on the couch, minding your own business, and you look up to find your cat staring directly at you. Not blinking, not moving, just staring. And it's honestly a little creepy. If you've ever wondered why your cat does this, the answer is actually more interesting than you think. And trust me, once you understand what's going on in their head during those stare downs, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. Okay, so let's talk about why cats stare at you. Because unlike dogs, who stare at you with obvious love and excitement, cats have this intense, unblinking stare that can feel kind of unsettling, like they're plotting something, or judging you, or both. But here's the thing, your cat isn't being creepy on purpose. They're actually communicating with you. Cats use eye contact very differently than we do. And depending on the situation, that stare can mean completely different things. Let me break down the 5 main reasons your cat stares at you. And trust me, some of these are going to surprise you. Reason number 1, and this is the most common one. Your cat is asking for something. Cats are smart. They've figured out that staring at you gets your attention. And once they have your attention, they can tell you what they want. Think about it. Your cat stares at you from across the room. You look at them. They meow. You get up to see what they need. Boom! They trained you. You've been conditioned to respond to the stare. Most of the time, when your cat is staring at you, they want one of 3 things: food, playtime, or access to something. Maybe their food bowl is empty. Maybe they want you to open a door. Maybe they're bored and want you to play with them. The stare is their way of saying, "Hey human, I need something from you." And here's the clever part. Cats know that direct eye contact from them makes you uncomfortable enough to respond. They've weaponized the stare. If you notice your cat staring at you around feeding time, or near a closed door, or when their toys are out of reach, that's exactly what's happening. They're making a request. Reason number 2, and this one is actually sweet. Your cat is showing affection. Now this sounds contradictory, right? Because we've all heard that direct eye contact is aggressive in cat language. And that's true. Between cats, a hard stare is a challenge. It's confrontational. But here's the twist. When your cat stares at you and then slowly blinks, that's completely different. The slow blink is cat language for "I love you, I trust you, you're safe." So if your cat is staring at you and then their eyes slowly close and open again, they're not being creepy. They're being affectionate. They're telling you they feel safe with you. And you can actually communicate back by slow blinking at them. It's like a little love language between you and your cat. But even without the slow blink, sometimes cats just stare at their favorite humans as a way of bonding. They're studying you. They're keeping tabs on you. They're making sure you're still there. It's their version of quality time. Weird but sweet. Reason number 3, your cat is in hunting mode. And this is where it gets a little creepy. Cats are predators. They're wired to hunt. And even though your house cat isn't hunting for survival, those instincts are still very much alive. When your cat stares at you with dilated pupils, completely still, not blinking, they might be in prey drive mode. Now before you panic, they're not actually hunting you, but they might be hyper-focused on something about you. Maybe your hand is moving. Maybe your foot is twitching under a blanket. Maybe you're holding a toy or a string. In their brain, movement equals prey. And when they lock onto a target, they go into this intense focus mode. That's the stare. They're calculating. They're watching for the perfect moment to pounce. You've probably seen this right before your cat attacks your feet or jumps on your hand out of nowhere. The stare is the warning sign. If your cat's pupils are huge, their body is low and tense, and their tail is twitching, that stare means they're about to launch. It's not personal. You just triggered their hunting brain. Reason number 4, and this one surprises a lot of people. Your cat is confused or trying to figure you out. Cats are observers. They study everything, and humans are weird to them. We do things that don't make sense in cat logic. We make random noises. We move in unpredictable ways. We use strange objects. And your cat is trying to decode all of it, so sometimes they just stare at you because they're genuinely trying to understand what you're doing. Like, if you're on a phone call, your cat might stare at you because you're talking to nobody. If you're cooking, they're watching to see what you're making, and if it involves food for them. If you're exercising or dancing, they're probably wondering if you've lost your mind. Cats are incredibly curious, and staring is how they gather information. They're watching your patterns, learning your routines, figuring out what your behaviors mean. It's not malicious. It's just cat research. Reason number 5, and this is the one that feels the most unsettling. Your cat is staring at something behind you, or near you, or on you, something you can't see. Cats have incredible senses. Their vision is designed to detect the tiniest movements. They can see in low light. They can hear frequencies we can't. So sometimes, when your cat is staring in your direction, they're not actually staring at you. They're staring at a bug on the wall behind you, or a shadow moving, or a sound they heard. And because their gaze is so intense, it feels like they're staring into your soul. But really, they're just tracking something their superior senses picked up on. You just happen to be in the line of sight. This is also why cats sometimes stare at corners, or walls, or seemingly empty spaces. They're seeing or hearing something we're completely oblivious to. It's not paranormal, it's just biology. But yeah, it's still creepy. Now here's the big question. Should you stare back? The answer depends on what your cat is doing. If your cat is staring at you and slow blinking, absolutely stare back and slow blink in return. That's a bonding moment. You're speaking their language, and it strengthens your relationship. But if your cat is giving you a hard, unblinking stare without any slow blinks, don't stare back. In cat language, that's a challenge. It's confrontational. It can make your cat feel threatened or defensive. Instead, look at them, then look away, or give them a slow blink and break the stare. That signals that you're not a threat and you respect their space. And if your cat is in hunting mode, staring with dilated pupils and a tense body, definitely don't stare back and don't make sudden movements. Either redirect their attention with a toy or just calmly move away. Engaging with them when they're in prey drive can lead to bites and scratches. One more thing. If your cat suddenly starts staring at you way more than usual, or if the staring comes with other behavior changes, pay attention. Sometimes excessive staring can be a sign of a health issue. Cats with vision problems, cognitive decline, or neurological issues might stare more because they're confused or disoriented. It's not common, but if your cat's staring behavior changes dramatically and it's paired with things like lethargy, confusion, or changes in eating or litter box habits, check in with your vet. Better safe than sorry. But in most cases, your cat's stare is just normal cat communication. They want something. They love you. They're in hunting mode. They're curious. Or they're watching something you can't see. It's not creepy. It's just cats being cats. So the next time your cat gives you that intense, unblinking stare, don't be weirded out. Try to figure out what they're telling you. Are they asking for food? Are they slow blinking at you? Are their pupils huge and ready to pounce? Once you crack the code, the stare becomes less creepy and way more interesting. Here's what I want you to do. Next time your cat stares at you, really pay attention to the context. What time is it? What's their body language? Are they slow blinking? Drop a comment and tell me what you figured out. I love hearing your cat stare stories. Some of them are hilarious. And if you want to learn even more about what your cat is trying to tell you, watch this video next, where I tell you all about why cats run after pooping. You'll never misread your cat again. See you there.